Okay, well, we're gonna. I had some issues getting my. I thought I'd get my Atari set up a little faster than I did, and I did not. But I think we're ready. As soon as I copy over the data files, gotta remember. Okay, there's the data files. Turn off that line because I don't want that up there. And I need to pull the directions over so I can see what we're doing. Here, I'll pull those up so you guys can see it too. So today, space needs to be cleared out from the last supplies, yada, yada, yada. So we have each line is two groups of numbers. And basically, for this challenge, we have to find out if either of these encompasses the entire of the other one. So, for example, no, no. This one, three to seven is totally within two of eight. So that'd be one pair that was correct. 6 to 6 is totally within 4 to 6. So that'd be one pair that was correct. And that's it. So the answer is two pairs because that's what we got. So we need to write code that'll do this. Now, doing this in any basic on the Atari means I don't get nice things like, oh, I don't know, splits, so I can automatically have it chop up the numbers. So we have to actually go through, I got the data in there. We actually have to go through and split that up ourselves. We have no nice commands to do that. But I'm not worried. Be sure where's my directions? My, oh, fudge. I need more screens or something. Oh, it's there. I need more screens or something so I can keep track of everything. So we have to open up that file for reading. And thanks to DH's help from IRC, to use the sample data so we don't have to sit there and watch the rest run. And lines equals 1 because we're going to use that to loop through. I don't know how to, I need to learn how to close the file when it's done reading, but we'll just use that loop command. Um, oh, and how many lines were in the regular file? There's 1,000 lines in the regular file, so that's going to take a fun time to switch through. So repeat input. Let's put another line in there. Input from number 2, comma, line string. Yeah, this is pretty bad, but I know there's only 6 in my sample. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6. So repeat that until L is greater than 6. For A, fast basic, run it. Okay, so we know we're inputting correctly. And just some debug in here. Okay. So we can make this very flexible, or we can just do the data we're working with and not try to reuse code, which is how I'm going to do it because that's the kind of rebel I am. And I'm assuming the sound's coming through. I don't know why. Every time I go to look at this on my phone now, it doesn't have my sound. Don't know why, but I'm sure somebody would have said something if sound wasn't going through. There's Steve's in there. Okay, so we need to then go through each line. We'll do this twice. Repeat. Character equals. Oh, we need a counter for where we're at. So we'll say C equals 1. So we're going to start the counter at 1. And so our first, and we'll just use a temp variable to hold the string. Can I add? I know I can't add strings in Atari Basic, but does string variables? Yes, I can. So let's say T string equals nothing. T string plus equals the line string for our counter, comma 1. Until line string. Oh, no, we can't do it that way because it's going to add the hyphen. Hmm. Uh, single character string equals line string for C, comma 1. Does not equal hyphen. Plus minus SC string, increment C, SC string equals line string of C, comma 1. Is that how you do a while loop in Fast Basic? Oh, where's... Okay, let's do a search on this page. While, yeah, that's correct. So we'll set all that up. We're going to find the first. And now we know that this is elf1 minimum equals value of t string. And then we do that all again for, so t string equals nothing. I should have done this as a function. Okay, we're doing this as a procedure now. Oh, I can only copy and paste one line at a time, I think. Copy one line. Okay. So I can do up here, Control C, go to the end, and keep on pasting it. That's nice. Don't need that one. Procedure, split. Okay, we don't have local variables. We don't have, what do they call it? Subroutines. Oh, we can use an exit to exit current loop or subroutine. That would have been nice to use yesterday. Huh. I could have used that to jump out of those and made it run slightly faster. Okay. So that's going to be our split. Let's see, repeat. Or, can we have an or in a while? Split hyphen. Split, comma. So we're going to split that line. Okay, so now let's get rid of forgot to put in here c equals 1. Increment c. C equals 1. Increment c. Oh, I don't even need the split comma because we're not putting that much effort into this. We're going to... Good. Thanks, Steve. I'm not as chatty when I'm talking my way through. Okay, so I don't need any of this stuff. Okay, so now I run split, and that's going to split everything up to the first hyphen. And then elf1 minimum equals value of whatever t string is. Oh, and then next we need to split. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can pass variables. Oh, integer variables to specify a number of parameters. The parameters will be values passed by. So I can only do integer variables, but integer variables. I know. Delimiter string equals hyphen. Yeah, there we go. And down here in split, we don't compare it to that. We compare it to delimiter string. And then delimiter string equals comma, run the function, and then elf1 max equals value of t string. Okay, so let's comment this. Get elf1 min and max. Then I do the same thing. But we get elf2. Oh. How do we do the last part? C is global. C plus 1. Till the end of line. I think that will do it. Print str string of elf1 min. Str string of elf1 max. And do the same for elf2. Okay. Now this is a lot easier dealing with this in Fast Basic than trying to do this in Atari Basic. First error. Oh, it's saying that because it doesn't think T string is going to be set because it's in a procedure later on. Ah. And it doesn't know that C is set because it gets set by those. Well, that part's not fun. Oh, so close. We're going to line 2. It's not getting the right. It's getting the first number correct, but it's not getting the second number correct. Ah. 2, 2, 2. Ugh. Okay, what can I put in here? Split. Okay, split. Why is it doing that twice? But it's not adding on anything for the... Let's see what SC is. I should never even see the hyphen. Because it should... Why is it showing me the hyphen while it is not equal to the delimiter string? So increment C, and then it... Hit the caps lock. Oh. Okay, so for some reason, it's not even getting that first... It's not even getting that first 2. Am I incrementing that before it even gets to there? C equals 1. So SC... 2. Why am I getting a bunch of 2s? Uh, C equals... Ah, there's part of my problem. Ah, the C equals 1 cannot be in that. Once I get the line, I have to set C equals 1 because, and then it goes through. Ah, it's resetting that each time. So it's starting over each time. Ugh. Okay, that's closer. But we're still getting a hyphen in there. It should show no hyphens whatsoever. Oh no, it should show a hyphen where that is. Hmm. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. These problems seem so simple, and then they are not. Elf1, 2. I need to take that hyphen out because it's confusing me. I don't know if that's part of the input or not. There we go. Okay. So close. Elf1, 2, 2, and it's picking up that hyphen. So I've got a. So then I still need to increment C to get past that. Yeah. So close. 2 to 4, 6. So the next line's 2 to 3, 4. It's not getting that last letter. So close. Let's take this confusing mess out. So it's not getting the last one. So it's right here. Oh, what am I doing wrong with strings? Strings. This form selects all the characters from start up to the end of the string, counting from 1. So I don't think I need this +1 on there. Yes! 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 Look at that. Awesome sauce. So now I need to know if one is included in the other. So I need to do 2 tests. And I have an else if in Fast Basic, which makes that a little bit easier. Let me get the format correct. There it is. If E1 min is greater than or equal to E2 min and E1 max is less than or equal to E2 max, pair, increment pair. We'll call it pairs equals 0. So those are our found pairs. else if E2 min is greater than or equal to E1 min and E2 max is less than or equal to E1 max, increment pairs. And if. Okay, so, and then at the very end, print, we found str string of pairs number of pairs. We found two numbers of pairs, so that is correct. So let us try this with the real data and see what happens. So up here where we open the file, instead of opening the sample, let's open the data. Oh, and number of lines is 1,000. Go. Just randomly check these every so often. '58 to '86, '58 to '74, '34 to '48. Okay, it looks like it's doing it correctly. Went to McDonald's for lunch, so today's stream is sponsored by McDonald's Diet Coke. 1,000 lines. 20% done. Oh, so somebody on Mastodon told me yesterday that they've found another person that was doing these on their C64, and yesterday's challenge took 8.5 hours. They implied that it took 8.5 hours to run, which means it took 8.5 hours to dig through the 10K file that was giving on the Commodore 64. I don't know if that's runtime or how long it took the person to write it. My runtime for yesterday's solution was just a little over 3 minutes. Almost halfway. And halfway. I don't know how to speed this part up anymore. Kind of just having to parse through those things character by character. It's a pain. More of a pain than it would be. I could split this a lot faster in like any other language. But oh well. 70%. This is good. This is clicking along pretty quickly. If I turn off the screen, if I remove the print statements and turn off the screen, would go faster, but I don't want to. I like watching. I don't like staring at a black blank screen. Hey, we're getting there. 10% more. Okay, 25 more. 10 more. Three, two, one. 576 number of pairs. Man, that's a lot of pairs. But it looks correct. 576. 576. Let's see if we get it right. Woohoo! Oh man, buzzing through this a lot faster than yesterday. And said the elves would like to know the number of pairs that overlap at all. So even if they, thanks. So even we've been broadcasting. How long have we been going? 42 minutes to get to that first one. Oh, so I just have to redo my if statement. Find out any overlaps. Okay. Save that. Save this as B. Okay. And let's load the sample data because all this first part's the same. It's down here to the if. So we want to know if they overlap. So that means if the min, oh, this requires a little bit more. So if E1 min is greater than E2 min, but I don't care about the, is it that simple? Oops. No, because it's going to find every single one. Because if I run this now, I changed that sample up there, didn't I? Yeah. 6 slides. It's going to say overlap on each one. Yeah. Because we want, so the first one has no overlap, the second one has no overlap, third one does. Ugh. Make my head hurt. If uh, okay, so we have min and max, and we have to know if any of those overlap. Hmm. If E. Okay, this one. So if to overlap, let me think. That range has to be totally within the other range. I'm drawing a complete blank on how to do that. How can I find with a number was in with? Let me think here. First self was assigned. The wrong thing. Let me think here. I need to know if one range has any bit of the other range in it. If E1 min is greater than or equal to E2 min, and E1 max is less than or equal. That tells me if it's totally in there. That's what I was lazy spaces. That's what I was thinking of doing. Is But I don't want to. I shouldn't have to do that. Oh, it's lazy space sloth. IRC. I haven't cut off the names. Cut off the law. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing was just go through and say, "Hey," but no, there's got to be a way to do it without brute forcing it like that. All I have to do at a bare minimum is to know whether one of those numbers is in the other range. That's all I need to know. So I need to know whether any number in E1's range is in E2. Yeah, I don't even need to go both ways. If any number within E1 range is in E2. If so, E1 for let's just look at E1. It's got to be somewhere within E2's range. Isn't that what I had before? If E1 minimum is greater than or equal to E2 minimum, and E1. Okay. If E1 minimum is greater than or equal to E2 minimum, then if E1 max is less than or equal to E2 max. No, that's not right. Because I won't need this other if statement. Nope, that won't work. Hmm. Okay, let's do it the brute force way. There we go. We'll go through each one of those, and if any of those numbers are in the other one, then there's overlap, and we can go on from there. Yeah, still found overlap on those first two, and there is no overlap. There we go. Well, that looks okay. Wow, what a crappy way of doing it. Because all we do is go through all the numbers in the first range, and if they are within the other range, we increment our pairs, say we found overlap, drop out of that for next loop, and go to the next line. Okay, that should work. It's not pretty, but it gets the job done. Let's try this with real data. Oh, fudge. I wonder how we page up and down. Here, while that's running, let's see if we. Oh, let's double check while we're doing this. Overlap, overlap, no overlap, 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 overlap. Man, there's a lot of overlaps. 30 to 63 and then 64 to 64. No overlap. 20. Okay, that looks like it's doing it right. Well, that's chugging away. Let's check our documentation on how to page up and page down in the editor. If it's Control B and F, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah. Oh, Control U and Control I. Why? I don't know. Control G moves the cursor to a specific line. Oh, that's cool. Okay, 20% done. 25% done. And this will go faster because it'll exit out as soon as it finds at least one overlap because it doesn't need to find all the numbers that are overlapped, just if there's only one. Sweet. I'm going on 58, 57 on the stream. Think I can do this all within an hour? Oh, and look, while we're watching that go, we got out Yoda's Christmas sweater, so he's all ready for Christmas. Celebrate Christmas, boy! So the rest of this week, I don't know if I know I won't have time Tuesday night to stream. I still want to do the code every day, but I won't have time Tuesday night to stream. I don't know if I'll stream during the because I have to work during the day. I don't know if I'll stream during the nights at all. I might once or twice because I do like streaming because it makes me think out loud, and then I'm talking supposedly to other people and not just to myself in my basement. 20% left, 80% done. Man, there's a lot of overlaps. But there was 576 that were totally within one or the other. So we know the number's got to be higher than 576. Yeah, every single one of these is an overlap. Okay, we'll let it finish. There's only 25 more to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. 905 overlaps. Let's look at it. 905. Woohoo! I've completed day 4. Yeah. 2 gold stars. Okay. Well, hey, thanks for watching the stream. That was pretty cool. That was a lot faster than yesterday because yesterday it took me almost 2 hours. But I'm happy. Today it only took me an hour. Thanks. See you later.